What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am here in the garage with Ethan. Yep, as you can see, he's super excited, and you want to know why? We're working on focus. As you can see, we have this thing all taped off from the previous video where we were putting on the fender flares and testing it. We do have this fender here on the passenger side already cut, and then in the rear we have the over fender as well as the door mounted. Well, our problem here is you can see how thick this is right here. I want to trim that down so it's a little bit flatter. And then we need to trim out this section here that goes around the gas door so you can actually open the gas door. Because right now, yep, that's about all of your movement until you get into cracking it. So now it won't even close. Now we're screwed. Okay, so we're gonna pop this off. I would like to get it a little bit closer to how it is here with my RTR flare, where you can see how thin it is. It makes it a little bit easier around these edges and corners. But we picked up a new Dremel, so we're gonna pop off those fender flares. Sorry, Ethan's in the background trying to mess with that door and get it to close again, and it's just not working. I picked up this sweet Dremel box set at Lowe's. This thing is pretty sick. It's got your Dremel there, your extension, and then you got this drawer full of tools and stuff in here. So that'll be pretty neat. We're gonna try and shave that down so we can get a good fit. Now that the car is running, he needs to start driving it, and I wanna make sure that we can get those clecos out of there and we actually have it bolted into place. So as you can see here right now, this is not even. Like if you just look at this one section here, how it is here versus over here. I mean, it's a big difference all the way across. So what I want to do is try and shave this down. If you look right here on the back side, I don't know if I could really catch this on camera, but there's a bit of a lip here. So I want to try and shave that lip down and get that as flat as possible. I got the first riv nuts here in the door, but I'm gonna let Ethan put some of these in. Okay, so here's your riv nut tool. Then here is your actual riv nut. What you're gonna do is thread, with that open, thread this onto that. And make sure it's snug. All right, there you go. So now what you're gonna do is just go ahead and pop it down there into that hole. So these holes need to be 7 millimeters, but we don't have a 7 millimeter drill bit, so it's just slightly below that. So you just gotta wiggle it a little bit and it'll pop in there. Okay, now squeeze it, not like you're gonna break it, but until it's tight. Okay, now go ahead and open it. And just to make sure it really gets in there, thread that in there just a little bit more, because then at the base, you're gonna be able to see if the threads are all the way in. Okay, so just turn it one more time. All right, and then go ahead and snug it down in. Okay, that's good. All right, and then go ahead and open it up, and all you have to do is twist that out, and then you're good to go. Now, I have had these bits here break before, and that sucks. And then I've also had it strip the riv nut itself, which also sucks, because then you got to drill that stuff out. But hey, you didn't have that problem, so it's good.
Yeah, because I'm a pro.
Okay, you want to finish the last two? In the garage here, try to block the fan, but as you can see, this is a lot thinner than what it was before, and we evened it out kind of the best I could. I think that it looks pretty good if the camera would ever focus on it. But one thing that you'll notice is that it's not nearly as thick as what it used to be. So this is just one of the quarter panel pieces, so it's a little bit different, but this piece here for the door would line up with something like this, so you would see about the same thickness along the edge. So I had all of the bolts in here. I was heating everything up to try and get it to form correctly. Got down to this one right here, second to last. I don't know if you can see it, but this entire inside stripped out, putting very limited pressure on it, just enough to turn it in. Whole center stripped out. These are the bolts that came with the kit. Then down here, this is no fault of the kit, but this riv nut down here started spinning. I'm gonna blame this kit, because he put that one in. All the others that I did, they're fine. So what I'm gonna try and do, see if I can get this out. I might have to just shave down a side on each one so I flatten it out and then just grab it with some vice grips. And then this one here is going to be a little bit trickier. We did have the same problem on the RTR where I didn't get it set in properly and started spinning. I ended up having to grab it with a pair of vice grips from one side and then spin it out from the other. So I don't know if that's going to work for this. Yeah, this is gonna suck. So I got the vice grips on here, and as you can see, it started to turn, but then if we can get back there to the other side. Yep, the riv nut is spinning. I wonder who did that one and is hiding from us. Oh,
Under whose supervision?
Yeah.
Yours.
So after 45 minutes, an hour of trying to reshape this, I think I finally got it to where it'll fit onto the car and allow the gas door to open. Problem is, it's starting to rain outside right now, so that kind of puts a halt to what we're doing. So I am going to keep working on this and see what we can do. See if we can get the piece off the door. We tried taking off the door card, or actually Ethan did take off the door card to see if we could grab the riv nut from the backside. We can't, so we're gonna have to cut it and drill it out. But that's kind of what happens when you work on cars. If you're asking what is my experience with putting on body kits, I put on a lot of body kits. I put body kits on RX-7s, on Eclipses, on Mustangs, a whole litany of vehicles, BMWs. But this is only the second wide body that I have ever put on. So I'm not a body guy. Hell, you guys have seen from my videos, I'm barely a mechanic. So I do what I can with this. I will say again, the RTR body kit was the very first wide body I'd ever put on, and I welded that, I cut it, I drilled it, I put everything on there, and it was easy, full instructions, everything fit perfect the first time. So big difference, but again, you get what you pay for. And once you start getting into wide bodies and things like this, none of it's cheap. So you really got to pick and choose what you want to do and pick your battles. Sorry we didn't finish something today, but this is just kind of the struggles of getting this done. I don't know if I'm going to put this all together and make it one video, or if you're going to see everything spread out. But if this is the end of this video, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything else from us trying to not screw up this horrible body kit that we have here. And give this video a big thumbs up. And until the next one, peace.